Should I hold it like Simba, but it'll be like, In restaurants, they'll give you a little plexiglass guide. Now in restaurants, they'll throw your cubes away if they're not perfect.
Hi, I'm Amelia, and welcome back to Ramp It Up, where we take an ingredient you might have in your kitchen and show you 2 ways to level it up at home.
All right, which bite first? This one? Hello and welcome to Ramp It Up. Today we are shooting in my kitchen. We're gonna be talking about summer's favorite ingredient, the watermelon. We're gonna be breaking down a watermelon. I'll be showing you best practices on how to remove the rind, how to cube a watermelon in perfect cut cubes so we can make the most elegant salad to wow and impress your guests. When I'm breaking down a watermelon, my favorite knife to use is a serrated knife. So I'm gonna grab a serrated knife, I'm gonna grab a sheet tray to put my cuttings off onto. I like to use this big one because I have a rather large watermelon. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut off the edges. We cut the edges off because it'll create a stable base. So now we have a flat edge here, and then we're gonna flip it this way. So what I'd like to show you here is the rind edge, and here's where the flesh meets the rind. This is gonna be your visual point for when you slice down the watermelon. So it's similar to like removing the pith from an orange. You're just gonna use that line as a guide and just slice all the way down the watermelon using this as your guide. Here comes the slice. So the serrated knife helps kind of just gnaw into those tougher rind pieces. You can see there's a little bit of the white left over, but you can see this line here. And as we move around the watermelon, we're gonna continue to use that as a guide. When you work in fine dining, this is kind of like in the summer, one of the first jobs I feel like they give a young cook. On garde-manger. Garde-manger is the station that in fine dining makes the cold apps, the salads. There's not a ton of cooking involved, like line cooking, but it's basically when you order from a restaurant, any of the first kind of apps will come out from the garde-manger station. All right. My personal favorite is an organic seedless watermelon. They're just so sweet and flavorful. Honestly, I didn't even love watermelon growing up because they were always like the giant, massive, seedy watermelons. I'm weird about seeds, but the organic seedlesses are sweet. They remind me of like why people love watermelons so much, because when you can get them perfectly ripe and sweet, they're just magical. All right, we have here a fully peeled watermelon. I'm going to cut it in half and I'll show you how to cube it up. There you go, you can hear that. Anyone else weird about seeds, or is it just me? I don't like seeds in many things. In order to make perfectly square cubes of watermelon. In restaurants, they'll give you a little plexiglass guide. And then you use it, it's like this, like a ruler. So what I start doing is, I'll just kind of mark here real quick to guide me. And then just start slicing down. We're gonna start making like columns. So now we have these planks. They're 1 inch thick, ruler again, to kind of just use as a guide. My planks are now cut into square columns, and now I'm gonna cut these columns into cubes. Now in restaurants, they'll throw your cubes away if they're not perfect. And it's really embarrassing. And they give you the guide, but then eventually you're gonna get shamed that you need the guide and that you can't cut perfectly cut watermelon without them. So here we go. Look at these cute cubes. Right? Yeah, this is what we do. Okay, we have our plate of cubed watermelon. So we are gonna build our salad. A few components that I think go well with this salad: parsley, mint, which feels like summer, tarragon here. I have some limes here. I've got some goat cheese here. I think feta would also be very good. And I'm just gonna start like stacking up some pieces. And we're just gonna build like a little pyramid. So when you don't cube them uniformly, you will have kind of staggered heights, which is why you kind of try to cube a salad like this uniformly, and that way everything stacks nice on top. I think first I'm gonna do lime zest. I think it looks pretty. It's gonna add some nice essence to the thing. So break them into small pieces and just stack them. Nice. So yes, I brought this very good olive oil from Spain. My Spanish mother-in-law specifically sent us home with this olive oil, and I don't know what to tell you except for this olive oil in Spain is just delicious and outstanding, and she made sure to send me home with 2 bottles. Today we get to share it with the crew. So here we'll just do a little fat on here because, as they say, fat equals flavor, and you just want to bring in something to carry all the flavors into your palate. We have some flaky salt here. Flaky salt brings out the sweetness in fruit, so I love to always add some flaky salt to like any melon salad that I make, whether it's honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon, just a little. We have some ground white pepper. It's just a little bit more gentler on the palate than like a crushed black pepper. I love to put a little Urfa Babir chili. It's a smoky Turkish flake. Not only will it add like a little bit of nice flavor, but look at a really pretty color contrast. The final pieces is to garnish with these nice herbs. It's all about dancing on your palate, right? That should be the name of my show. Dance on your palate. And we're here, we're done, we're ready to eat. All right, which bite first? This one? Should I break the pyramid? We'll break the pyramid. Surprisingly sweet. Wow, that's really good. That is very refreshing. The salt brings out the sweetness of the watermelon. The cheese has got a little tang to it. It plays nicely. The mint hits and it's like, feels like summer. And it was so easy to make. Wait, don't forget, there's a lot of rind back there. Do not throw the rind out. Watermelon can be a no waste situation if you want it to be. Simply slice up your rind, and then you're gonna make a pickling liquid in a saucepan on your stove. Vinegar, salt, sugar, any kind of aromatics that you like. You'll bring all of that mixture to a boil until the salt and sugar dissolve, and then you can put your sliced watermelon rind in a mason jar. Pour the pickling liquid over it, let it rest minimum 2 hours, and you will have pickled rind. And you can use that to eat. You can put it as garnishes on your cocktails, add it to salads to give it a little like pickly crunch. So that's it. I'm taking my salad. I'm leaving you now to eat it, and please make the salad at home. If you do make the salad at home, let me know how you like it. Throw it in the comments, like, subscribe, all that jazz. In the meantime, I'm gonna be eating this. Bye.
Hey guys, Amelia here from Rampe It Up. Did you like this video? Then make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for more.
Oh, that felt great.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I did something right? Great.